Today's concept is Python loops. Till now we have discussed data structures uh, and every methods in every data type and every we have discussed, and we have successfully completed list methods and string methods, and we have successfully completed adding some data to the list and modifying some strings and everything like that. Now today the main concept is loops. Loop by the word itself means it is some rotating thing, like a loop by the word it means something connected or continuous, we can say. Like if I say f of previous mathematics, we used to put like f of x equal to f of x minus 1 plus 1. If this was the question, like f of 0 is equal to 1. This was our previous mathematical question in our in our inter or in our higher secondary classes. So if we want to find f of 2, we need to put f of 2 minus 1 plus 1. Then if you want to find 1, f of 1 minus 1 plus 1. Here we can see, like, for getting answer of f of 2, we are looping back, we are getting back to f of 1. From there we are getting back the value from f of 0. Here the value is moving continuous, something that is connected or that has some conditional continuity. It is called loop. In Python we have three types of loop. We have three loops. One is for loop, if loop, while loop. Let us discuss this for loop at the first. For loop, if loop. Okay, yeah, just let me dive into the concept a little deep. Now, in general case, if loops can be said like, if today it rains, we will be stuck in traffic. Like, if something happens, this thing will be done, like that. It is some conditional statement. It is single conditional loop. It can be called a conditional loop. Or if I have bike, I can take you to a ride. Here, if I have bike, if I don't have bike, I cannot take you to ride. Here, if condition is true, then only the next statement can be done. In the same way, if 2 greater than 4, print greater than. Now, else print less than. Here we have some condition: 2 greater than 4, print greater than. Else means if statement is not true, then what should I be doing? Then print less than. Here when we try to understand it. If statement is defined with some condition or bool value, we can say some these are all relational operators. Syntax of this is if and then relational operators or relay or condition then colon. This is the syntax, and we have to put everything like in Python. I already told you indentation is considered as the most important thing. Print here, if we see, we will be having some statement here. After if statement, we will have some condition. If that comes true, we will be doing some operation. It is not only print, it can be anything, like it can be uh, doing some multiplication or something like that. When we go deeper, we will get into it. We have different types of if loop. We have nested if loop, then if else loop, if elif loop, and nested if loop. Let us discuss what is if loop. Actually, we already covered it. If 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 hi in hi hello print I am okay. We are giving it some condition here. I already told you we have many operators that can give condition. I am okay. I already mentioned you like what are the operators that give us condition here. Let me show you what are the operators that give us condition. Here you can see membership operator can give us bool value, whatever give us bool value, or we can just simply type. Let me show you, like we can simply type it's okay. If we can just give the bool value, if true, print hi, then it will definitely print it, because we it only checks the bool value. For if loop, we need bool value here, and for this is bool value based loop. We can call it bool value based loop. Now when we dive deeper into the second loop, if else, if true, if false, print hi, or I can do pass, else print hello I am not okay, hello I am not okay, print I am okay. Yeah, fine. Now you can see in the first statement, if you got some false boolean value, so it will not print if statement. If we get false for if statement, then else statement will be automatically printed. This is the thing, if else statement. Here when if statement is false, then only it will execute else statement. If statement is true, like let me print it here, else print hello world. You can check here, hello world is not printed, because if is true, then it will not go to else brace, because in Python it is line based. It compiles on line based. It will check if true, print hi, then it will break. It will not go for else. If false, then it will go for else. Now the next thing is if elif, or we can call it if elif loop. If false, let me show you. Print hi. It is nothing but using other if condition here. It is nothing but else if. We can call it like else if. Else if true. Or we can say let me give some condition instead of boolean value. 7 greater than 9. Elif 8 greater than 9. 8 greater than 9. Print not sure. Let me keep one more elif statement. 9 greater than 7. Print I am sure. I am sure. Now let us print some else statement here. Print I am not okay. Now you can see what is the first statement that is correct here. 7 greater than 9 wrong, then it will not go for if statement. Elif 8 greater than 9, it is wrong, it will not go for elif. It can be called as it is some short form of it is some short form of else if. In other languages, I think we will be writing else if or something like that. But here we just use only elif. Here 9 is greater than 7. So as similar to if statement, it will print this and it will not go for else statement, because already some if statement is true. So it will go for I am sure. Now the next type is nested if. This is nothing but if 2 greater than 4, if 2 less than 4, then take one more if. If 4 greater, if a in almost everywhere, I am not okay. Print it's okay. I am fine. Now elif b. Let me take it b so that we'll get in I am not okay. Then print I am sure. I am not fine. It's similar to else. Print hello. Now we'll define. Here you can see whatever I wrote in same indentation, they come under same loop. These if elif and else come under if loop. Now else print worst case. Yeah, here if I do this, if 2 less than 4, 2 is less than 4, then I will go inside that if loop. This is nested if is nothing but using if loop inside another if loop. That's it. You are just using one if loop inside other if loop. This is called nested if. We can just use some other thing also. We can use if statement here also, like if true. This is called Here you can see. Here you can see I am not fine. This loop is executed because yeah, it is executed because here if first if statement is true, then it goes inside the if statement. If statement is true, it goes inside the if statement. Then it checks the first if statement inside if loop. It is false, then it will go for elif. It is true, so it will go inside the elif. It will leave else and everything, every other thing. Whenever if loop is correct, it will go inside that. It will not leave go for other things like other if loops or other elif loops, something like that. It will directly go wherever that thing is true. It will just go into that. Now if true, I gave some boolean value as true, so it will print I am not fine. And else print hello, this will not be printed because it already went into the elif loop inside. This is called nested if. Using one if loop inside other if loop, it is called nested if loop. Now we have completed if loop. Just this is condition based if loop, where we'll be uh, putting some condition or boolean value. And I will recall what are the operators that will give us conditional value or bool value. You can check here, like the membership operators in and not in gives us boolean value, and relational operators less than, greater than will give us bool value. And here logical operators also give us bool value. So logical operators and here identity operators also will give us the bool value here. So we can use, so let me, so we can use relational operators, logical operators, membership operators, etc., like that. We can use these three relational, logical and membership operators here uh, in if loop. So we here we used relational operators 2 greater than 4. Then after that we used if hi in hi hello. Then this is membership operator. We also tried with membership operator. Next 7 greater than 3, like that. We'll try something in the next thing. Now we'll go for loops. For loops are nothing but they have some range. Range means some ending value. Range means some start value, like same in the case of uh, slicing, some start value and end value. You are they have or they have some iterations. The word iterations means uh, doing some function repeatedly doing the function. We need some iterator for loops. And here we have same normal for loop. We have nested for loop. We have two types of for loops, basically like similar to the if loop. We will be starting with for here, but here we will initialize one local variable, but some variable, maybe a or b we can use for x, or say anything, it's of your wish, for b in range of 1 comma 2, 1 comma 20, print b. Here I will explain you what is range here. First let me print it, then you will get to know what is range. Let me remove 1 to 5, 1 to 5, so that I will be okay. Now let me explain. Like in slicing, we have start value is to end value is to step value. The same way here we have range of similar value. Start value is to end value, end value is to step value. As I mentioned already, when the step value is 1, I don't want to mention it. So range, when I put range of, when I put range of 1 comma 6, 6 is the ending value, and 1 is the starting value. So it will start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 it will not count because ending value will not be counted in range. Now if I print it, now I'll get, now if I take another for loop for I in range of the variable, this is some in local variable we can call it, for I in range of 2 comma, yeah, justice, and here for I in range of 2 comma 20, I will use step value as 4. Now I will print I. Now I will get 2, then it will take 4 steps, then 6, then it will take 4 steps, 10, then 14, 18. Now here the name of the variable can be anything, it is just a variable, new variable, like hello, we can use any variable. Everyone will be using for I in range of, I will use for number in range of. It is just a variable that we are initializing. It can be anything, 2 comma 40 comma 8. Let me print it. Now print, and here we can do some operations, like I will print number into 5. If I do it, every number that it printed, it will be like, I will print the number also, like, then you will print the number. Now you will see 2, then 10, 10, 50, 18, 90, 26, 130. Here we can do many number of operations inside for loop. We are just having some iterations here. We just have some iterations. We just have some quantity. And other thing, let me mention a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8, something like that. Now for I need just an iterator. I need some data to move further. Like for I in A, I can print for I in A, print A, print I. Here you can see it will, we are not needed to use only range. We can use any list or set or tuple or anything, we can use it here just for, but we need some iterator. Iterator means which have some index or something like that, which have some more values in it, greater than 1. like integer cannot be used. List, tuple, set, string and type of things can be used here for loop. And if you see here, we are only using, if you see here, we are only using membership operators here. Membership operators are used here. Yes, only membership operators are used with for loop. Now let me move into nested for loop. Nested for loop, this is nothing but for loop inside for loop. For I in a, for we should give other variable name, we cannot give the same variable name in two loops. For j in a, print I comma j. You can see in the first loop it will take 1, then first it will take 1. Now here this loop runs, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 7 comma 8. First, then this loop runs, the second loop runs, then again it will go for 2, then again the second loop runs, then again 3, second loop runs. Like that we'll be getting this type of thing. Let me reduce the number of values so that we'll be able to see it, so that we'll be able to see the output. Yeah, you can see here, first loop it goes 1, then 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, then 2, then 1 comma 2 comma 4, then 3, 1 comma 2 comma 4. We can also print like let me use one more thing. For I in a is list that we have assigned it. For j in b, sorry, a, print I into j. We can do any number of operations inside loops. We can do many operations. It's not only printing statement, it can be anything. Here you can see 1 into 1 1, 1 into 2 2, 1 into 3 3, 1 into 4 4, 2 into 1 2, like that. 1 into 1 2 3 4 2 4 6 8 3 6 9 12, like that. It will multiply with everything again. Now here again 1 is taken, then it is multiplied with 1 2 3 4, then again 2 is taken, 1 2 3 4, it's multiplied, 3 is taken, 1 2 3 4, 4 is taken, 1 2 3 4, like that. Now when we have completed nested if, I mean if loops and for loops. Now I have something, some bonus for you. Here if you see, the line goes very far. Now let us discuss something about print method. We'll be doing something inside print method. Print, generally you know how to print hello world. Now it will print. Till now we discovered for loop. Now this is just a bonus for print loop, printing. Now if I print hello comma world, you can see wherever the comma is present, it is giving us some space. I don't want space here. Print, I need hello comma world. Now I don't want space here. By default separator is taken as space. Now I will put it like star. Now you can see the comma is converted into star. In the same way I am moving print hide and print handled with handled with. But with when we see here, handled and with are coming in other line. But if we use ending, by general ending will be taken as backslash n. Here I will put star, or I will put dollar symbol here. When I put like this, both both of them comes into one single statement, both of them into one single statement, and we'll be printing dollar in between them. By default end will be taken as new line. Let me write it. By default separator is taken as, separator means comma, is taken as space. Now here by default ending is taken as new line, or we can say backslash n. Okay, here if you see like when we can use both the things also, like we can use both the things here. Separate with justice. When we see, we can use both the things at a time. Separator is star. We can see, we can make it and symbol, and we can use ending. All ending is equal to, I will be using percentage symbol. Now print with justice from high court. Now if you see this, after handle with justice I got and, because separator I used as and symbol, then ending I took it as percentage symbol. We can use both the things at same time. Now if we go back here, I will be using ending is equal to, I will use hashtag, double hashtag and space. Now if you check it, we can see everything in the same line. So this is some bonus. Like print method, we have some two different default parameters. Separator, which is sep, which is called as sep keyword, and ending, it is called as end here. Now we are clear with for loop and using print statement effectively inside for loop. Now the final and last loop here is while loop. Here is while loop. Now let me while loop, it is just while some condition is true. While some condition is true, then execute some statement meant or some functions. Let me give you some example. While the same thing, like while 1 greater than 2, print high. Now if you print this, it will go to infinite loop. It is not printing because it is going for one. Oh, it's 1 less than, right? Sorry. Now if you see, the thing will be going on printing something. Let me, I have interrupted it, maybe. Yeah, I have interrupted it. You can see there is some infinite things, infinite highs is printed here if you check it. So it is just when condition is true, it will do it, like, but it will do it many times. But if loop it does work, it does work only once, it does, like it is a loop, it will be running continuously, while loop will be running infinite times, but if loop it runs only one time. This is the main difference between if loop and while loop. And here we can use all the operators that are used inside if loop: relational operators, logical operators, and membership operators. These all can be used here. So I will put some condition. While I less than 2, less than 4, and I should put breaking condition also. I plus equal to 1. I already told you I plus equal to 1 means I equal to I plus 1. This is the assignment operator that we discussed yesterday. Now if I print it, you can see it is printed while I less than 4. Oh, I didn't initialize the I value here. I equal to 0. You can see 4 times it is printed. I am just giving some condition, some limited condition here. We can say limited condition. Let me do some more thing, like while I let me give some data set a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5. Yeah, if I do like this, it will automatically take as a tuple. Let type of a, if I print it, it will automatically take it as a tuple, because we are not mentioning anything, any brackets or nothing, so it will automatically consider as a tuple. For while 2, while I in a, print a, I let me initialize I equal to 0, print I plus equal to 1, equal to 1. Now you can plus equal to 1, I cannot see something here. First one is false because 0 is not in, or we can say, why now you can see, it is printed 3 times, because 1 it will firstly it will take 1, then it is true. Now it is true, then again it will take 2 because plus 1, then again it will take 3, but it will take 4, but it is not there. One false statement also, one false statement, the while loop stops. Here you can see it didn't go for 5, it just stopped at 4, because it is not existed in this 1 2 3 5. So one false statement is enough to stop while loop. But and now we are clear with while loop. Let me use a combination of these loops. While true, it also requires bool value, like if. I already told you it is multiple loop, but if loop is single time condition. While true, for I in range of 1 comma 10, print I, and I will make some changes here. Comma end equal to space I will be presenting here. You can see here the loop goes on for some time, because let me interrupt, because while loop, it is true one time. Now it will go and print for loop. Again it comes back to the while loop. It will check true or false. Now so I will print false. Wait, let me check. It is again going. True. A equal to true. Let me do it. Bool val is true. Let me print bool val. So we need to print while using while loop. We need to put some stopping statement also. Bool val equal to false. Now it will stop with one loop only, because now we gave bool value as false. Once while bool value first it is true, then it will go for loop. It will complete all the statement, then it will go for bool value here. Bool value is equal to false, then it will go here while bool value while false, then it will go for breaking. So whenever while loop is initiated, we should give breaking statement also. In statement, breaking statement is nothing but some false statement. We should stop the loop when we initialize, otherwise it will go for infinity loop. These are all the things with loops. Now we have discussed everything, like let me recall everything. We have 3 loops in Python: if loop, for loop, while loop. In if loop we have condition, and it is a single conditional loop. So when we give some condition, if it is true, it will print the if loop. Otherwise it will automatically go for else loop. And if else if, here if the first if is true, then it will not go for else if. If it false, then it will go for else if. Like here you can check, here it will go for else if. And next thing is print nested if. This is the thing, using if loop inside another if loop is called nested if. And for loops, they have some range or some starting value. We need to use membership operators here. In if loop we can use everything like logical operators and conditional operators, like whatever they gives us the result as boolean value, we can use that in if loop and while loop. For loop, here we have 2 types: normal for loop and nested for loop. Nested for loop is nothing but using for loop inside for loop, like here we used it, nested for loop. And let me change the thing. And we have discussed how to use print statement effectively using separator method and ending method. Sep means whatever the separator or delimiter we call it. The separator here is called as delimiter. We can call it as delimiter. Whenever the interviewer asks what is a delimiter, you can say it as separator. Here we use star, so it prints star in between. And whenever a new line we write a print statement in new line, it automatically prints the statement in other line. But when we use end statement in the previous line and we define some character there, it will give us the in the same line, it will give us output in the same line. Now when we go for while, we can use the same operators that are used: relational operators, logical operators, and membership operators. And here we need to initialize starting value, and we need to put ending value also. We need to put some breaking statement also, because while loop, it's an infinite loop, it will go further. And we check what type it will take. If we don't specify any type, we just put commas and everything like that, it will take as a tuple. Now we again put some statement, and we used nested bool, and we mixed everything like this is all about loops. Thank you. This would be the